true emotional intelligence starts from your own self-awareness of knowing, honestly, what you like, what you dislike, what goes on for you, what your buttons are, what gets pressed for you, how that affects your behaviour. Clearly what we want in service is awareness of others. But I found a lot in my work, it's amazing how many people in service roles, have very good awareness of others, but don't have very strong self-awareness. And getting your own needs met, dealing with your own emotions, is still part of giving that good service. So it starts with self-awareness. With self-awareness you can self-manage. If you know what's going on, you can take some action, you can take some steps, you can change your behaviour, you can become more flexible, you can become more goal-directed. I like to think of thoughts as your internal voice. It can be a surprise for some people to admit that they do have an internal voice, or many internal voices, but obviously we have critical voices, we have positive voices. We have a feeling state, and the feeling state is what's going on in your body. It's what your body tells you. Uncomfortable feelings maybe, your positive feelings, this is good fun. But those two things together affect your behaviour, which is what you say and do. And you might not even be aware of some of the things that you say and do, because we let slip body language. You're very aware of all these things. So we're breaking down thoughts, feelings and behaviour. And if I was to ask you now really, how aware were you of the different thoughts and feelings you had? This is a little simple slide I use to say, to explain the complexity of human beings. Some people will say, well, I'm actually simple to understand, I'm either on or off, you know, very clear to understand me. And it has been used against men in the past, but I mustn't go down the gender difference line because I get in big trouble. You know, easy to understand men, they're either on or off. Not true. Every human being is more like this. A complex series of little dials and switches and knobs that on any one occasion you feel different, you think different, they interact differently, it affects your behaviour. So think of yourself like that. What EI is about is this awareness that you're like that. Your awareness of your thoughts, feelings and how they impact your behaviour. But what we're talking about here is something, this understanding of what goes on for you, your thoughts, your feelings, and how they impact on your behaviour. It's called intrapersonal intelligence, and how that impacts what I do, and how that impacts on the customer. So intrapersonal intelligence, if you're looking for a definition, it's being intelligent in picking up what's going on inside us and doing what we need to do about it. And feeling in control of that. It's obvious when feelings win over. You go into the toilet during the break and you wash your hands afterwards, red hot taps. If you put your hands under the red hot tap, you don't go, what should I do about this situation? What are my range of options here? Your body takes over and pulls your hands away. It's a prime feeling response. The fact is, and it's a difficult one really, but generally the feeling response is always there first. We just don't notice it. So there's a book by Malcolm Gladwell called Blink. Anybody's ever heard of it already? It says that we probably know on some deep intuitive level, emotionally, what the right decision is in any moment, what we should do, but we then talk ourselves out of it or into it or around it, so that the brain starts to take over. So emotions are important because they're always there. They're always there, we just might not notice them. We all notice when we're highly angry. Maybe we don't notice when we're starting to get irritated.